What's up, guys and goddesses? It's the one, the only Zaya, Samai, Saphir, Sakim, Haru, Kemet, and I am back again to sprinkle you with a few petals of wisdom. Now, if you didn't know, I help overgivers and people who struggle to speak their truth and be themselves, craft and implement the ultimate blueprint to living the life that they've always wanted to live and creating the relationships they've always wanted to experience. I am an herbalist. I am a tarot card reader, certified life coach, healer, educator, singer, songwriter, entrepreneur, scholar, and so much more. But more importantly, I am a goddess. And I'm here to teach you how to embrace your divinity by seizing your destiny with audacity and confidence. So in this particular series, I'm going to be giving you 15 reasons why Kemetic is king. And I'm doing this because I think it is important for Black people to realize and know that the origins of our society at large are African and in many cases Kemetic in nature, which means that there is nothing about us that needs to be changed. Our natural inclinations, the way that we show up, and the way that we express ourselves, what makes us happy, what makes us joyful, there is absolutely nothing wrong with it. In fact, it is so perfect that it is the very source and the essence of what has been used to create, build, and evolve society over time. All right, guys and goddesses, I'm back with the second reason why Kemetic is king. And this is because it is one of the oldest and most long-standing, fully intact cultures that can be traced back to the origins of human civilization and society. Okay, evidence of the presence of Kemetians can be dated as far back as 3,000 years prior to the establishment of Jesus Christ. So there is an abbreviation known as BC or BCE. So if you ever paid attention to history class and they started going through the timelines of, ancient times before our country, the Americas, came into existence as the United States of America, let's say it like that. Before the United States of America came into existence, they used the initials BC to represent before Christ. Well, once things got all political and the separation of church and state became legally ratified at the federal level and schools could no longer impose Christ upon people, then they started using the term BCE, which represents before Common Era. And the Common Era is considered the era in which people began to practice Christianity, because prior to that, there were various forms of spirituality and pagan practices in play and in practice. So the term Common Era basically means the moment in which everyone under the same rulership had common practices. Common practices, because they may have been practicing, but they might not have necessarily believed what they were practicing, because all of these different sectors, countries, villages, and their festivals and rituals and deities and all of that, they were all brought together into what we now have as the Gregorian calendar. And in that calendar, everyone's festivals and rituals were turned into holidays that everybody was required to celebrate, and everybody was required to use the Bible, and everybody was required to declare themselves a Christian for purposes of control. Okay, so when we know that the letters BCE represent before Common Era, i.e. before Christianity became common, then when we begin to look at the dates, we can see that Kemetians existed on this earth as far back as 3,000 years prior to the existence, prior to the Common Era of Jesus Christ. So the Common Era is considered a zero on a timeline. And then, so BC, so yeah, CE, Common Era is considered like ground zero on the timeline. It will be marked as a zero. Then you have your 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 after the Common Era, ACE. Okay, and that's when we get all the way up to year now 2022. All of that is on the ACE side of the timeline, but on the left side of the timeline, before Common Era, the time goes backwards, and it doesn't start at, yeah, it does, it starts at 1, but then it just counts back. So 1 year before Common Era, 2 years before Common Era, 3 years before Common Era, 4 years before Common Era, 5, and so on and so forth, all the way up to well into the 2000s and the 3000s. So yes, Kemeticism is the original civilization and culture, in my opinion, but because I have not done the research to actually track if other civilizations existed prior to Kemeticism, that's for me the reason why I stress Kemeticism so much, because evidence of its culture is in the crevices of every aspect of life to this day in 2022, going into 2023. And the resurgence of its ways, its beliefs into common society is also an evidence of how timeless and foundational the pillars of Kemeticism and its cultures and symbology and philosophy are, how integral it is to our existence. So yeah, that's the second reason why Kemetic is king. It's because it is the original civilization, and it existed for at least 3,000 to 6,000 years before everything that we know of now ever came into existence, including Christianity, Buddhism, Hinduism, and so many others. All right, so this has been your second reason why Kemetic is king. I am so ecstatic and appreciative that you have decided to take this journey with me. And if you want to delve deeper into these concepts and figure out how to apply them to your daily life, then click the link labeled Extended Teachings. But more importantly, if the gems I've been dropping here have been helping you to grow and evolve in your life, and you would like to share this experience with the people who mean the most to you, then go ahead and click the link labeled Kemetic Healing Circles. Get on a discovery call with me, and let's get you and your loved ones booked in a city for a girls' night or a family function near you. I am Azaya the Lotus, and I love you to life, and I look forward to taking this journey with you. Peace.